Not on a proper frosty morning. What might be my last session at year before river season closes. I've just got an absolute little minter. Gorgeous little fish. Really cold morning. I've not done a great deal of filming just yet because it's really cold and I can't feel my fingers. But first fish, I'm hoping to catch a few of these and I'll be happy. Put it back. We've got some rains forecast tomorrow, so I needed to get out today. I've one afternoon today, so I wanted to get out early and just see what I can do. So I thought I'd treat myself to a new stretch of water, see what I can find. Because you never know, sometimes that's when you find a few fish and a new bit of sport. So we'll keep plugging on. So I'll just kind of explain what I've been doing. It's a new bit of river, gone for a bit of exploring. And typical what happens is caught a fish straight away. That pike you saw, caught that straight away, first swim, and everything looks rosy. And then you don't catch another fish for ages. So I've got a long stretch of river, to be honest, to explore. So I don't know it. So my favourite I've gone for is I've just after that jack I fished every swim, and I didn't catch anything else. But I kept switching lures and all that kind of thing on each swim, and nothing worked. And that jack came from just tucked in edge, so it's probably just a little lone jack just hiding up on its own, and that's probably why I caught that fish and there was nothing else. So I'm trying to find somewhere that's got a stack of fish basically. So when I had a long stretch of river, so I decided to pretty much skip past most of it. The only thing I've done is fished any overhanging bush, anything like that. That's what I've fished. Now what I've come to is just another little bit of a feature. It might have fish, it might not, but you've got to give it a go. And that's my plan, is to fish anything that looks something like this. Well, you can see what you've got. Loads of bushes hanging over. I've got a bit of a bend. I've just right corner is like the back end of a bend. So I'm going to fish all this and just see what I can get. Well, see if there's anything here. Just because it looks a little bit more fishy. And the bait that I've got on is my perch bait. The water's pretty clear, to be honest here. But this bait's quite noisy, so what it lacks in colour, I've got a noise. So my theory is probably never seen a bait, or hopefully I've never seen a bait before, so if anything about it'll come looking, at least see a follow at some point. But I'm just going to keep working these kind of areas and see what, not spend too long, go with the fade of it. If there's something here it'll show straight away, and then just move on. So this is the other side of the bush. I'm fishing just back there. The other side of the bush, you've got still on the inside of a sweeping bend, and in between a couple of bushes again. So it looks the part. Same thing, just give it a go, see what happens.
Pike. That was a pike. That was a pike. Where's it going?
Probably been fishing a good 2.5, 3 hours now. I had that one fish earlier and finally got some for my reward. Ooh. Nice fish, nice double. I was just thinking, this swim looks pikey as hell. Really nice, really quiet spot, and I just chucked the bait through and look at that, lovely fish. I don't know, it's a 10 or 11 pounder. Nice fish. Makes it all worthwhile. A lot of hard graft. Just put it back. Nice fish. That the ice in crystal clear water, and that just came and followed it. I started nothing. I'm fishing for ages, fishing loads of spots that look nice, and then this one just comes out of nowhere. So you've just got to be switched on all the time. Right, so this is a swim. I've got like rainy snow coming down. I'm getting my finger in. There's a finger. The river here is quite thin, quite narrow, and the flow's coming what is basically here the middle. So off the point of this bush to down here is basically just a big nothing. Water's not moving much, and well, it's not raging through in this part. Pike are quite happy to swim in that. They live in water at the end of the day. They live in rivers. Whilst pike are happy to swim in that, and if they're feeding especially, they'll go through that, no worries. These are the kind of spots that you might just find them just laying up, just sort of sat on the bottom, just chilling out, and like that. Unless this turns out to be full of fish, that's probably just an opportunist pike that's just sort of laying up, chilling out, and that's what I've caught. So it might be one pike in this swim. If I cast again and catch another, it might be a spot where they all hang out. It might be a spot where there's bait fish somewhere off that bush, for example. And so they're the kind of thing you're just trying to work out, and that's how your craft comes into play. There's no answer. Sometimes the most pikeiest looking swim just don't produce, and sometimes a swim that you don't expect to fish from, that's what produces. But this is a classic little bit of a backheady kind of thing. Right, so it's just a quick look. It's 10 o'clock. I've been out since about 6 o'clock this morning. Well, we're driving since 6 o'clock this morning, so I've probably done, I don't know, 3.5 hours fishing. I've fished some awesome swims. Just look pikey as hell. But it's been hard work. That's what you expect, to be honest, this time of year. It's really tough. But I don't know if some people think I fish the most spectacular pike infested waters ever, but I don't really, to be honest, and a lot of it's this. I could easily have gone to a place this morning, or a few places this morning where I think there's a chance of a pike, but if they're not there, you come home disappointed, and to be honest, you don't enjoy it as much. But somewhere like this, pretty much middle of nowhere, every swim's a new swim. I've never fished it before. I'm trying to work it out. I'm doing a bit of frog matching, like I said, where I'm trying to skip bits that don't look so fishy, but that could be a mistake, it might not. And I'm just trying to fish everything that looks like it should hold a fish. I've had 2 fish, so I'm happy with that. That's a good result, to be honest. I've seen some places I want to come back to. I might even have a look see and get kayak on some of these spots because it looks interesting. Some deep holes, some nice bends. But that's it. You've just got to get out and give it a go. You never know what you're going to find. Well, this spot basically a big bend on the river. I fished it, not caught a thing, but it's a perfect example of what you need to look for. Just try and point a few things out. Your river's coming from this side and going round. It's basically the water's coming at this side of the river down here, so you've got a bit of flow just here. On that side, all that is just massive big slack hole. And you can even see the other side. You can see it's not really moving much, and the only disturbance you see there is actually, when I get my finger in, that a bit of bankside erosion with floods. Perfect places to look for. Ideally I'd be fishing from the other side, but it doesn't look really easy from there, to be honest. So I've had some casts from this side and not caught anything, but it's a massive bend, and you would expect at some point to be fish to be there, but I'll go fish it from a different angle. It's not easy fishing from this side. It's basically you don't get long with your lure in the water before it gets pulled away with the current, but they're the kind of things you need to have a look for. Just one day there'll be a big shoal of bait fish and a big shoal of pike. And this swim, I can't believe I ain't got a fish out of it. Big bend comes round. Massive bend. I mean, look at all the trees and features. You've got a big drop off here, straight in front of me here. There, just a massive hole. Just a massive hole. I can't believe there's no fish just sat there waiting. All that cover we've got, it's going to be more sheltered. You'd expect bait fish to move in here. I've covered it all. Tried different lures. But fishy as hell. But nothing. This little fella's been hard work. I've just gone miles and miles and just not found any fish. Proper hard work. So this fish is really welcome. I just found a little inlet. I'd kind of got to where I wasn't going to go any further. Ooh. So, gorgeous little fish. Kind of got to where I wasn't going to go any further, and saw this little inlet, so I thought, well, let's have a go. That's my little reward for it. Put it back in. Right, battery's flashing. Battery's got my GoPro. Battery's flashing on the camcorder, so I'm going to go. I've got a long walk back. Hopefully, I'll have a couple of chucks and a couple of swims, especially the ones where I caught fish. Not holding much hope, to be honest.